Presented by RomulusIT.com, offering remote support for common computer problems.
One of the areas that you've, in your political days, passed legislation on and that you advocate on is the area of renewable energy. As someone who, views themselves as quite knowledgeable in this area, a question that I have for you is that I continuously hear, more from the conservative side about how renewables don't work unless they're heavily subsidized by government and that they'll never meet, the criteria for things like baseload power. Where are we actually up to with the capabilities of, renewable energy as something that is self-sufficient?
Back in 1974, the United States, and I think the world, but especially the United States, experienced an oil embargo from Saudi Arabia. And President Jimmy Carter, at the time, stood up and declared war on energy independence. The Congress, where I served at the time, took and created renewable energy programs and subsidized it heavily with price guarantees, guaranteed purchases, tax treatment, depreciation treatment. We did everything we could to accelerate past what would be normal market growth. We accelerated the development, the research that went into renewable energy. If you recall, back in the 70s and 80s, photovoltaics was mostly used for the space program. It cost a lot of money to light a light bulb with a photovoltaic array. But today, because of those subsidies, because of that support, renewable energy is competitive with gas and coal and nuclear. The subsidies have just about all gone away. And because that technology brought the cost of those devices down. And so today, for instance, you can build a 100 megawatt solar electric generator out in, say, the plains, out in the deserts, and sell that electricity for 3 cents a kilowatt, which is competitive to gas, which would sell the electricity generated by gas sells for about 3 or 4 cents a kilowatt. So we invested heavily in renewables. That investment is now paying off, where wind, photovoltaics, hydroelectric, geothermal, magnetohydrodynamics are all competitive with coal, oil, and gas today without subsidies. So this is being borne out because worldwide the application of renewables has accelerated and is becoming quite commonplace. And so, for instance, in Arizona, yes, a photovoltaic solar generator only works when the sun shines. Well, you have combined cycles, you have combined systems where you use the sun during the day when it's sunny, and at nighttime you fire up a gas generator, a turbine, to handle that load. So you have multiple sources of energy to handle, which was traditionally all done by fossil fuel. So now we're burning less fossil fuel because we have solar and wind and other renewables that now complement the production of electricity. So I think that's a good thing, not bad. I think conservatives have got to get up to speed on what's going on with technology and realize that we need to support renewable energy, not only because it is economic, but also it's clean. And I'm a conservative, but I like clean. I think mankind has dirtied up this globe too much. And it's time that the business community, the conservatives, those who are skeptical about renewables, need to understand that this is good, not bad. And the future is here, and we better get on board, or we're gonna miss the train.
This episode is brought to you by Romulus IT, offering fast, affordable remote support for common computer problems, including troubleshooting, health checks, virus removal, and software support. Visit RomulusIT.com to get your computer back on track.